Have you ever heard of him? Do you know what Telegram
I didn't even know what Telegram was.
Yeah, I like see it randomly in links. People are like, sign up for my Telegram. Basically,
I use it to buy drugs, but outside of that, outside of that,
Do you have it?
Yeah.
So everybody has it.
I don't have it.
about 1 billion people on the planet use it actively.
What?
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
950 million or something like that.
It's the new WhatsApp.
A lot of them in yeah.
Nah, we use WhatsApp.
There's a big contingent of the usership.
What is Telegram? Let's just say what it is right now.
It's basically a messaging platform that is kind of marketed as like an encryption service where the messages are encrypted. Not everything is encrypted by default, but you're able to do encrypted messaging from.
Mark Cuban tried to do this with something called cyber dust. I don't know if you remember.
Yes, and then like the message wipes away
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
And then
like that.
basically it's not stored on a cloud, it's stored on the devices.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
the big thing.
Ah, that is
You're,
so
able,
fire.
you're able to talk.
Even
and-
Telegram doesn't have access to, well, supposedly doesn't have
access to it.
And then you're able to do private messaging, you're able to do group messaging, and you're able to do channels up to like 200,000 people. Whereas like WhatsApp and I think Messenger can do like 1,200.
So it's WhatsApp, but it's fully encrypted, so you are protected. And then naturally, if you have something fully encrypted and protected, the dregs of society will use this so that they can carry out their nefarious plots to do whatever they want to make money illegally.
Or
potentially.
you're living in Russia and you want to talk about this regime that's in there, or you're in Hong Kong and you want to make a protest.
So the negative is people who are going to use this, to do illegal activity. They're going to sell drugs. They're going to sell, underage pornography. They're going to maybe sell weapons. The positive is that you can use this for free speech in places that don't allow it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Any other positives we're not seeing?
No, basically the question is like, do people have a right to free speech and not being surveilled by the government? And that's like the ultimate overarching question. Telegram would say yes.
Do
and then-
people have a right to that?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
That's the thing. It's like,
That's American excellence. If
It's
you
the
want
question.
that, you got to come here.
No, we don't even get that.
Say again?
We don't even have.
Hey, silence.
That's a good point.
No, but yeah, I don't want every country to have free speech because that's one of the things that makes us awesome.
Yeah, because if everyone's awesome, then we're
think-
less
Yeah, and
awesome.
we're regular.
Yeah, fuck.
I love it when they
How
put
about if
people in
everyone
jail
gets
in
free
other
speech
countries.
and then we have no free speech?
Now we're talking, Mark. Now we're talking.
That could be sick.
Hell yeah.
Because then we're different.
For sure. I love it when they arrest people in the UK, for like making fun of you guys or whatever.
yeah.
And or just doing like a Facebook post like arrest them. Like, exactly, that's what we fought for. We fought to do that.
Indian
that's
Navy,
true.
that's not funny.
That's
Arrest
not-
that guy.
Yeah, you should definitely put that guy in American prison and then we'll free him immediately so you can
Give
make
him
his needs.
Wi-Fi. Put him in
Yes,
prison
this guy's a
cell with
genius.
Prison
Okay?
Starlink.
Putting those thumbs to work.
Yes. Dude, this guy Pavel is crazy. The whole story gets even wilder.
Okay.
All right. So basically, he's a Russian dude. He's known as the Mark Zuckerberg in Russia. He basically creates Facebook in Russia in like 2006. This is a website called like
VC or something like that.
VContact.
Yeah.
And it's basically Russian Facebook. While he's building it, he gets like swatted by like Russian officials. They're banging on his door and they're like, hey, give us a bunch of information from the website. Give us a bunch of information from the app. Who's using it? Give us information about protesters in Ukraine. Give us information about Navalny. Give us all this stuff. He goes, fuck you guys. I'm not doing it. Like they're banging on his door and literally he's like posting memes of like dogs and hoodies and shit, just like goofing off. And they're banging on his door like, all right, we're gonna arrest you. They're like putting all this pressure on him. And it basically gets to a head and he's like, all right, I'm out. He sells his shares, leaves the company, and could just go sail off in the sunset. Has like a ton of money, leaves Russia, living in Europe, having a great time, says, fuck it, I'm making another app, Telegram. Makes Telegram, and pretty much right away like creates the platform that does everything that we're saying, has encryption, da-da-da. And then he becomes very wealthy. He gets courted by Macron in France. In 2018, Macron goes to him and goes, hey, we want you to be a French citizen. Like, we want you to make the headquarters in France. We want to make a partnership. A couple of years goes by. In 2021, he becomes a French citizen, which is like extremely hard to do. You have to live in France. They just like open up the
very
doors
quickly.
extremely quickly. They just give him citizenship, just off rip. Bang,
But there's
take it.
certain situations where they do that.
They basically like a foreigner of merit.
Yeah.
But even still, you have to be a French speaker, which, to my understanding, he's not a French speaker.
Yeah.
But they basically just like give it to him anyway. What people don't really realize is in 2017, allegedly French intelligence hacked into his cell phone. And they were able to surveil him and look at what he was doing prior to the meeting with Macron. And so they're looking into his phone to like see what he's up to, and it's not really clear what they found.
Yeah.
But this was predating the meeting with them. He basically is like, I don't know. He has the company in Berlin for a little, and then goes to UAE, and that's where he sets it up and like actually has the headquarters. Everyone wants access to the data. Everyone's using it. There's a billion people. It's being used on both sides of the Russian-Ukraine war. It's being used on both sides of Israel-Hamas war. Like, it's being used by everyone. It's being used in India. It's being literally like narcos and fucking Mexico are using it. So everyone has a vested interest. The FBI went to one of their engineers and basically offered them like a deal to give them backdoor access to get information for it.
Yeah.
Allegedly, no one has access to the backdoor of all the data. But some people speculate that his extreme wealth, again, he's the 120th richest person in the world. He's the richest foreigner in Dubai. Like, he's extremely wealthy. I think it's like 100-something billion. They go to him and they're like, hey, we want this thing. Allegedly, some of his money is not from the app itself. It's actually from money from foreign governments to give them access to the data. That's a speculation. It's not confirmed. But that's what some people have been saying. All that to say, basically, he goes to Paris, gets arrested. Now he's like awaiting sentencing, could get 20 years. All the charges are basically all the things that are done on the platform, meaning like, you know, drugs, weapons, illegal pornography, shit like that. He's now an accomplice and complicit with all of those actions.
And a profiteer.
In a way, yeah. In a way. It's not as direct as like Silk Road, where like they were taking a percentage of every transaction, but he's, you know, obviously gotten very wealthy from this platform.
Yeah.
So now, the question is, are the people that host platforms responsible for everything that goes on the platform?
I don't think so.
Well,
French government's saying that he didn't cooperate with them. He's saying we're completely in good standing with all the EU, you know, rules and regulations regarding social media platforms.
this could be complete bullshit because I just saw it in a random tweet. But I think WhatsApp has certain like restrictions and punitive measures if you're sharing like child pornography or something like that. They have like a way to tell, and they have a way that you can put those restrictions on the app, and they've complied with that.
Yeah.
In other words, they were asked to comply, and they were like, yes, we will comply.
Okay.
Is my understanding from this random tweet from a person that could be a complete liar.
No,
that-
Zuckerberg and Meta are like very forthcoming with the government.
yeah.
Either like covertly, where they're making deals with 3 letters, or, you know, even just him going in front of the Senate, doing hearings.
But my understanding is that they rejected that type of control on the platform.
He said that it's not necessary, that they try to censor negative content. He's like, it's not just a complete free speech platform. We do censor content of things like illegal pornography, but we're not going to just like give you guys access to the data.
Oh, so they claim that they are censoring it. They're just not going to let someone else be the censorer.
Exactly. That's what they claim. They claim that they're within the regulated, like the regulatory guidelines.
But I guess
But how
you
can you
find
prove that
one
if there's no
example.
data?
Yeah, and if you can, oh yeah.
They're
Like,
going
there's no way
to
to-
go to court, basically.
Okay. So then if they are doing it, then he'll be fine. So
Are you just sending him to court so you can look through his stuff?
Yes.
This is where it gets crazy.
Oh, it's crazier.
So there's a bunch of theories. All right. So one theory is like the, you know, French control theory. There's 2 parts to it. One is basically like, oh, we want to protect kids. You know, you're putting illegal pornography on this website. We can't censor it. It's going everywhere. There's all these violent criminals,
Which might be true, but also is the perfect shield to get like whatever your actual reasoning is. If you say I want to protect kids, no one can argue with
They
you.
want to
Yeah.
protect kids, but legal age is 13.
Yeah, the last,
That's a great
the
fucking
last
point.
country that cares
Those
about
aren't
protecting
Yeah, that's a great
teenagers.
fucking point.
Those are teenagers, all right?
Yeah,
They're trying
yeah.
to protect 12-year-olds. But then it shows like a little hypocrisy
Damn,
because
12 is 17 for them. That's crazy. Ain't that fucking crazy? That's wild, yo.
Son, almost legal, barely legal.
Is
12. Wow.
yeah, that girl's a little young, but she looks 12 and a half.
Yeah.
That is
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's a little hypocritical, this whole thing, because Russia tried to shut down Telegram in 2018. Same exact thing after he had left. They tried to shut it down. They said, hey, we're kicking it off. They couldn't do it. And all the media reporting was like, oh, this totalitarian regime trying to stop protesting, trying to stop da-da-da.
yeah.
And now when it's happening in the West, everyone's like, oh, we got to protect the kids. This is a dangerous platform, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And now even, you know, Russian spokespeople are putting pressure like, look, the free speech of the West. Look what's happening, da-da-da-da. Wild. So there's that. The other element is that potentially they hacked into his phone in 2017 prior to the meeting. Apparently, and obviously, you know, France has had a slew of terrorist attacks throughout, you know, the 2000s. 2015 was a massive one that killed like 130,000 people from the Islamic State, from ISIS.
That was part of the slew.
But what?
I just want to know if that was part of the slew. No, you were.
He had momentum. Can you not have momentum?
he was
Why
just
did he kill his momentum?
I just thought he kind of belittled what a terrorist attack was. There was a slew of them.
There was a slew.
A slew.
How many is a slew?
Oh, I'm thinking the word slay.
What?
I mean, like Santa carrying it in a little basket. Like,
You're not getting up on it.
there was a slew of terrorist attacks. There was a slew of them. There was a whole
What the
slew.
fuck are you talking about?
It makes less sense.
What the fuck are you
Let's go back
talking
to the
about?
slew point. The slew point was fine.
Listen, you know when Santa comes through, bro.
Yeah. What's the past tense of slay?
Slew.
Exactly.
Yeah, there was a slew of them. There was a slew of them. If actually, technically.
One, we'll look past one.
Yeah.
Two, now you're pushing it. But
Yeah.
slew.
A slew of them?
That's
Do a slew. There was a gaggle of terrorist attacks in France.
yeah.
How many? What is the least funny way to say there's been far too many terrorist attacks? The least funny. Don't try to do anything funny. Like, what is the serious? Cornucopia? What is? Guys, we shouldn't be laughing at this. Come on. Come on.
But genuinely.
Yeah.
There's been a baker's dozen terrorist.
Guys, this is not what free speech is about.
No,
This is not what free speech is about.
we're being honest.
We are being honest. But this is not what free speech is about. Can you continue to tell us about how there's been a lot of terror attacks?
Oodles.
There's oodles of jihadis in France, and they're going crazy. They're killing a bunch of people. It's not good. I don't like it, and I don't like to get political on this show.
What are they so upset about?
I don't like the
Can
terrorists.
someone explain what the jihadists are so fucking upset about?
You have 4 wives. See how that feels. Yeah. Yeah. Now you're like, oh, okay. All right,
You know what?
You get it.
I mean, like, first of all, great point. But second of all, it's never the married ones that are doing it. If it was, I think that the West would understand it a little bit more. If it was like the guy blowing himself up was the guy who had 7 wives, and you're like, he just wanted a break. He's just over it.
Finally, some quiet.
Yeah.
That's what paradise is getting away from your wife. Eternal
my
paradise.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. What a world.
They got it right.
So there's all this terrorism, right?
Yeah.
Bunch of shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
And
I just realized Alex's stupid shirt.
you're also wearing a sports jersey.
Yeah, but mine is better.
They both basically have the N-word on it.
Yeah, but mine I'm allowed to say. Melanin United.
Yeah.
Have you seen the team? It's already that.
You have a basketball team on a fucking soccer jersey. Come
But
on.
this one right here?
That's a volleyball first. I'm saying that's an old soccer ball.
Wait, what?
But that's not a basketball.
This right here is not a
That's the
basketball
Knicks
jersey.
short for the New York Knicks.
fucking
meant the
idiot.
ball.
No.
Wait, there's a volleyball in this?
Yeah.
Oh, why am I wearing it?
Because I guess you're like a gay
You
guy
saw
or
them.
something.
Yeah.
You saw them dumpers in the Olympics.
God damn.
Dudes.
Anyway, sorry guys, I've distracted yet again.
No,
Please
the
go.
Paralympics, they got the crazy.
Oh, dude, I got something to show you on Terrorism. We'll get to that.
Oh
We'll
my
get to
God. We have so much to discuss. That has nothing to do with free speech. Go.
this. So basically, 2015, they have all these terrorist attacks. Now all the terrorists are like, hey, let's use Telegram. And then all of a sudden Macron's like, oh, well, what's this Telegram thing? Let's get into it. That's the other theory, is that they're trying to like basically backdoor to stop terrorism.
Yeah, I'm into that.
The other idea is that apparently Macron's been using Telegram since like 2010, and some people think that the platform is still in Russian control, and so basically all of the French government correspondence is now able to be seen by the Russians. So now France is trying to like pull it back a little.